Okay, so I had to change because I got spit up on my other outfit. New mom life, you know? So we're just taking it back to a t-shirt. H&M, $7. Hi guys, Dr. Olivia here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited for this video. Today we are doing newborn essentials. This is gonna be everything you need for that first couple of months with your little one. We had a lot of exciting things in this video. One being this, everything I mention is going to be linked in a guide, so you can just enter your email onto my website. I'll provide the link and all of that stuff. And then it just shoots you this one big PDF where you can just add everything to your Amazon cart. So super easy. My goal is to make this very easy for somebody who is searching the YouTubes and coming across this, and this will just be really easy, comprehensive, and you can just start checking it off, almost like a checklist. And then second, we have a really exciting giveaway towards the sleep section of our video. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the whole video. At the very end, we will talk about how to enter, and you're not gonna wanna miss this giveaway. It's really good, and it's high value, and it is on one of my favorites as well. So before we get started, I wanna make sure that you're following me on all socials. So I am Dr. Olivia, AKA the Baby PT, on TikTok and Instagram. I am a developmental specialist, a developmental physical therapist. I specialize in working with babies newborn to 3 years. So on my TikTok and on my Instagram, I provide content over there that helps you just be really confident as a mom with your little one. So things like crawling tips and tricks, all the way to walking, all the way past walking to tummy time for newborns. I give a ton of product recommendations, shoe recommendations, and I have a bunch of free guides on my website, as well as masterclasses. So we have a rolling masterclass, and then we have a sitting and crawling masterclass that's doing really well right now. Y'all have seemed to really like it and feel that you're getting really confident in getting exercises and activities to promote that sitting and crawling milestone. I also have my favorite, the Baby PT VIPs, which is my membership program. And right now, guys, we are offering a free month's worth of being a Baby PT VIP. So what that includes is things like daily activities. We have a developmental calendar where we send you a daily activity to do with your little one based on their age that will just keep them on track. That encompasses a lot of development. So the motor, the fine motor, the cognitive, the speech is a big one, the communication, and then that social adaptive skills as well. And what is really special about this is that you're gonna be a part of an exclusive mom group that is so great, so supportive. You can find moms who have similar age children. You can pick moms with older kids' brains. We have veteran moms on there, new moms. So that's one of my favorite features of the Baby PT VIPs. But we also include a lot of exclusive content on there, kind of like having a developmental specialist in your back pocket. So I am prioritizing my VIPs. We talk every day. I have a great relationship with all of my VIPs where I get to know their kiddos a little more closely, and we can kind of keep an eye on them. It's kind of like a Facebook hybrid type feel where you can post a video or a photo, write a comment, and ask a lot of questions on there, which we highly encourage. So if you are looking to get a little bit more support and you're looking to join a really good group of excellent supportive moms while having me kind of in your back pocket, come join. It's free for the first month, and I will link everything, all the details down below. Okay, so now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so for the first part, for clothing, we have to talk about things your baby sleeps in, because that's pretty much all they do as newborns. So what I find to be essential is to have two-way zipper sleepers. And remember, guys, I will link everything down below, but this has been one of my favorites. Just so freaking cute. It's little workout vegetables. But this is really cool because this is that bamboo material that is kind of going viral over on TikTok. I think it's the Kite Baby, which I have. It's just in the wash. This is a local brand here in Texas, but it's that bamboo material, which means, and the reason it's going like pretty viral is because it's really soft and it's really stretchy. So this, you can kind of, when your baby is growing like a damn weed, this gives you a couple more weeks of lasting in it before you have to kind of like put it away. So in the two-way zipper feature, I will show you right here. Let me see if I'm in view. Okay, so they have a zipper at the top, more of a traditional zip, but We have a zipper here at the bottom, and this is essential when you're doing late night diaper changes, or even just during the day, because they're pooping so much, they're peeing so much. You don't want to expose them and take this whole zipper down and you know, their chest, their belly, and then they get a little frustrated. So this two-way part is really, really awesome. So you just unzip this to the diaper level, and then you change your diaper, and then boom, you put them back. So highly, highly recommend two-way zip sleepers. Let me show you another one I like. Again, this will all be linked on down below. So like I said, that one was from a local brand, but I just wanted to highlight the bamboo material, which is again going super viral. The Kite Baby I'll link as well. I really like theirs as well. But for a more cotton one, I like the Simple Joys by Carter's. And this is more of that kind of thermally material. So my baby was born in March. And here in Texas, our weather likes to be a little bipolar. So when I went into labor, it was cold. When he came home, it was like sort of kind of cold. Then it got really hot, and then it got cold again. So I was like, what the heck do I put him in to sleep so I can, you know, he's not overheating, but he's not freezing. So this kind of thermally material was really, really helpful. So this again has the two-way zipper, one here, and all of them that I recommend have the little mitten cover part. So you can take it off if you don't want the mitten part, but then you can just kind of pop it back on, and then the footy part so their feet stay nice and warm. So this is really, really essential. These are a little more affordable. These bamboo ones are not on the cheap side, but I really do like them just because they're a lot easier, because like I said, they stretch. But these are good just to ensure that they're staying the right temperature. And all of these wash super, super well. So sleepers is a major one, because that's kind of all they're doing when they're newborn, is just sleeping. So you want to make sure that they're really comfortable. And for me, my little guy is such an active sleeper and mover that we had to have the mitten feature, because he was like kind of scratching himself up. Which leads me to my next thing, which are mittens. Okay, so like I was saying, you're gonna want mittens for your little one, because they are so active and their nails get so long so fast. And if you're like me, I haven't cut my baby's nails yet. I can't do it, so we just stick mittens on them the whole time. And these are by the Gerber brand. They're awesome. So they come in a pack of 4, and they just have the little bit of elastic to keep them on, and they're really soft, wash really well, and they're thin enough to where they're not going to get so sweaty and kind of hot. I had some other ones, I believe from Target, that were a little too thick, and I just felt like his hands weren't breathing as well. So these are great. And then another newborn clothing essential you're going to want to grab are, of course, onesies. Onesies are so handy. So I really like this brand. This is Just One You, made by Carter's. Again, comes in a pack of, I think 5 or 6, 100% cotton. You just have the nice short sleeves with the button crotch. And then I really like these two because they're wide in the neck part. So like you can kind of almost take, if your kiddo has a big head like mine, it's very easy to slip these on and off versus some that are kind of a little tighter. And then I feel like I'm like choking my kid. So onesies, of course, are a must. I also had registered for just a pack of the Gerber brand white onesies that have really come in handy. I got them in newborn 0 to 3 and then 3 to 6. And they are just your standard onesie, but he goes through clothes a lot and he's getting a little bit older, so he's starting, his spit ups are a little bigger, and you know, he's starting to get blowouts and all of that stuff. So I just have a lot of those handy. We did also inherit a lot of really, really great clothing from my brother and sister-in-law. Shout out to Tina and Ruben. Hello, if you're watching, thank you so much for all of our goodies. But I have found that they had a lot of really good brands too. They did Gerber's and Carter's quite a bit too. And so these were just really great also. But yeah, you can really never have enough onesies, and then you can never have, in my opinion, enough sleepers. Now, it just depends on how big they are and how quick they're gonna grow. I, on TikTok, was always researching, and everybody's like, don't buy the newborn, just get 0 to 3. They grow out of it so fast, blah, 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 blah. Whereas I've personally felt like my little one is gonna be 7 weeks, and he's just now growing out of newborns, and he needed newborn. He was kind of small. So I really recommend kind of getting a little bit of a mix, and really getting some newborn clothes. I think they're kind of important to have, just because if they're too big, then you run that risk of things falling off and all of that stuff. So definitely getting a good mix of the newborn size, and then the 0 to 3 size is really helpful. Okay, so next up, we're gonna talk about blankets and muslin. So I love having muslins. Again, I live in Texas. The weather's bipolar, so having like a really nice organic cotton muslin blanket is really great, because you can really warm them up, or you can put just enough to keep them kind of cool and airy. So I love the Aiden and Onesies Essentials line. Look at this beautiful, really, really pretty muslin. So it's huge. For one, washes really, really well and stays nice and soft. So this one came in a pack, I believe, of 2 or 3. So elephants, giraffe, and I think the other one was lions. And yeah, I just really like these. I have found these very, very handy. Particularly going on walks. We live close to a mall, an outdoor mall, where we like to walk, but sometimes we like to go in the stores, and so it's like hot outside, cold inside, and these have just really helped him stay like nice and regulated with his temperature. So for another blanket I recommend is just kind of getting more like of a flannel. So not so thin and airy, but like one where if you're going to like the doctor's office, they always keep it friggin' cold. So I always had a really thick blanket. Let me show you this one. This one is by Carter's. So you can see the material is a lot different. It's just thicker, but it's not too thick. So it's just really good. And it's a good size, easy if you really needed to swaddle them in both the muslin and these I've swaddled him in both of these. Really, really good. So I really like these. These are essential to have. I don't think you can have too many. I put it down on a pillow for tummy time in case he spits up. These wash really well. Like I said, I'll put it over his car seat if it's too cold, or like I said, the doctor's office is where we really use these, because you know you need to get them naked, and then they just like have you hanging out there, and it's a freezing doctor's office, or at least mine is. So I like to just kind of bundle him up in this. So yeah, the Carter's brand and the Aiden and Onesies are my favorite. I recommend getting a blend of 2, especially if you're in a random bipolar climate city. Okay, so that's it for clothing. Not too many. I do also recommend having some socks. I'll link them right here. I'll post a picture of the ones I really like. It comes in like a pack of 10, and they stay on, and they're really, really great. So let's get into the feeding part of the essentials. Okay, so the first essential I have is a bottle, and we really like the Philips Avent bottle, and this is the 9-ounce one. This one is the anti-colic bottle. So I am obsessed with my baby not having reflux or colic, because I work with so many patients with both, and I just know how challenging it is. So when I had my baby, I was like, we're doing everything to avoid this, and so far this has been a really great bottle. We have gone through several bottles already. The Dr. Brown's bottle I like, but my little guy was between nipple flows that they just didn't provide. So we had to kind of pivot and found these, and these have been really great. So what I like about the anti-colic bottle is this little apparatus that really keeps the bubbles at bay. So this part, the milk comes through here, and it just prevents a lot of like backflow and air. So you drink it, with this up, and then it just kind of keeps a nice flow, a nice steady pace for him to drink. And then of course the nipples are based on how he's doing and his age. So he's right now at a nipple 2. Guys, when I was new to being a mom, I had no idea about nipples. So I did, in terms of, I knew the flow rate, but I didn't know like how finicky I didn't know how finicky my little one was going to be. So he was initially, as a very, very newborn, on the level 1 nipple, and then he was falling asleep a lot when he was using that first nipple when he was getting older. And it just dawned on me that it's because it's too slow. The flow is too slow. He's expending too much energy, and it's like knocking him out. So we started going to the level 2, and then he did much better. So just a tidbit if you're expecting to really kind of be mindful of the nipples. And then a lot of them are so vastly different. If you're breastfeeding, if you want to transition to make that nipple seem very similar to the natural nipple, there's all sorts of bottles for that. But for us, we really wanted to prioritize the anti-colic reflux feature. So love this bottle. And then you got to sterilize these bottles. So instead of getting one of those fancy smancy sterilizers that kind of took up a lot of counter space, I went ahead and did the old school microwave sterilizer that I just love, and it's been working really well. And it has very easy instructions. It's easy to kind of clean and keep up with. So it's 3 parts. So the lid, the tray, and then the bowl. And the whole premise is you just put all of your bottles, your passies, all of the parts of the bottle in here, and they kind of stack up nicely, and you can kind of like keep it organized. You put so many ounces of water based on your microwave voltage, and then you put the cover on it and you microwave it for 2 minutes, and then you have nice and sterilized bottles. So this is by the Munchkin brand. I think it was like $20, and so far it has been really, really great. It's so funny because both my mom and my mother-in-law, when they were coming initially to come help me, they were like, oh, okay, well, let me put a pot of water on to sterilize and boil the bottles. I'm like, no, I have this sterilizer. And they're like, oh my God, this would have saved me so much when they were having babies. And I said, yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff these days that will definitely make your life a lot easier. So that sterilizer is definitely one of them. Highly recommend. So the next thing has to do with bottles and pumping. So I'm exclusively pumping. So I pump a lot, and then overnight I have bottles that obviously I give to my little one, but I needed a place to store it. And this is not essential, I suppose. This is just like a luxury, but I really, really like this one refrigerator. I'll put it right here, that housed my bottles at night. So I think it holds about 3 to 4 bottles. Really convenient, really small, but effective. Not gonna take up your whole nightstand. We were gonna do like a mini fridge moment, but we don't have the space for that. And so yeah, this refrigerator was really, really handy. Highly recommend. But if you don't want to do the refrigerator, or if you're like us and travel quite a bit, I recommend this next product. This is a bottle bag. Kind of looks just like a lunchbox, and to be honest, it probably is, but you know, Amazon got me. They marketed it in such a good way. So it's a bottle bag that is insulated, and you can kind of see the ice pack here. This blue thing has little divots to hold your bottles upright, and it has just been really handy. So when he was drinking a lot more, we would kind of need an additional place to store cold bottles at night. Since we're upstairs, downstairs, the refrigerator, like I said, held a couple of bottles, but we needed a little bit more. So we got this, and then this has just been really helpful for travel. So the liner, it has an insulated bag, and then it has almost like this liner, which is really nice, just like this plastic liner. And then it has this ice pack that sits up so your bottles fit nicely and don't tip over. So we were using a lunchbox for a while, and the bottles would tip over just at night, and it's dark and you're kind of making a mess and you're just trying to get back to sleep. So this kind of ensured that the bottles stayed upright. So really recommend this, especially if you're exclusively pumping and you're kind of making a lot of bottles, and especially also if you plan to travel a lot. So you can't obviously like take your fridge there, but you can take this diaper bag, or it's really great for in the car if you need several, if you're doing a long stretch drive. So that one is really, really great. Okay, so to do with feeding is burping, and girl, you're gonna need a lot of burp cloths. So I really recommend these, just more standard kind of classic looking burp cloth. It has the terry cloth on one side and a smoother material on the other, so really nice to like absorb, but also like on their face to not really kind of be so harsh with this terry cloth. So really, really like this brand. I also like just a lighter muslin cloth also. These are really absorbent, probably not as absorbent as the standard terry cloth, but my kiddo went through a little bit of a rash from being wiped so much. So I kind of gave him a break from the terry cloth and did just a really soft muslin, and it kind of just got less irritated. So I really, really like kind of the combo of these two. This also is easier to fit in a smaller bag if you need to go quickly, and it folds nicely, but both are great and both are essential because holy spit up, holy burps. So we'll definitely link these down below. Okay, so another essential is going to be a pump of your liking, whatever you want. Especially if you choose to breastfeed or supplement or do a combo or exclusively pump. And I really, really liked the LV pump. These are an investment. They are not cheap, but I recommend adding this on your baby registry like I did, and my mom and sister kind of went halvesies on it and make it a little bit more affordable, but I highly, highly recommend the LV. I want to do a video just kind of reviewing this in a little bit more detail, so let me know down below if you want to see this video. I have tried other pumps, and this one, they just do really well. So if you don't know, this is the LV, I think it's wearable breast pump. Cordless, wireless. It charges with like a phone charger, and then it's pretty simple. You just put it inside your bra, and then you just pump. And this is the dispenser. This has been really great for my pumping journey. Really comfortable, really quiet. That's kind of one of the big factors for me, was I could film and wear it, and it's not gonna be sounding like a lawnmower like some of the other breast pumps. Really recommend a pump. Obviously don't need to get this, but if you are in the market for one, highly, highly recommend. So along with the pumps, you need to clean the pumps. It is recommended to clean those after every use. But at night, in 3 a.m. after you fed your baby, you're not gonna wanna get up. You're already pumping. You're not gonna wanna get up out of bed to go and dishwash your pumps. So I found the Dapple pump cleaner wipes here on Amazon, and they're great. They're plant-based, so they remove tough breast milk residue. They are baby friendly, powered by plants, non-toxic formula, no rinsing needed, and hypoallergenic. And they are approved by LV to use as long as within the 24-hour range you sterilize the pump. So you do have to wash it, but I'm saying for like that 3 a.m. feed, that 2 a.m. feed, you can get by with just kind of really thoroughly getting in there with these pump wipes. So really, really recommend. So along with pumping and kind of your breastfeeding journey, which I can also do like an exclusive video for just what you need for breastfeeding or pumping, let me know in the comments down below. But I just wanted to shout out this brand, the Earth Mama Organics Organic Nipple Butter. This has really, really helped my sore breasts, my sore nipples, and I just love the smell. I can't put my finger on what the smell is, but it's very, very nice, and I love it. And this looks small, but this, you don't need much. It's a very kind of thick, buttery consistency, so you don't need much. A little goes a long way. So highly recommend. The one other product to go along with your breastfeeding and pumping journey is going to be a lactation massager. I really like this one by Olivia. It's just a lot of different vibration modes. I don't know if you can hear that. So you can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can do different modes, more of a pulsating mode, more of a constant mode. And I love the fact that it has this little nodule almost to get into a clogged duct, which are so freaking painful. Comment down below if you've had a clogged duct or mastitis, which I have been so lucky to avoid, but I have had some clogged ducts, and this has been really, really great. So this side is more so on the premise to just kind of get a bigger area of your breast, but then this side really you can like target and push out those clogged ducts. So definitely recommend grabbing one of these if you are planning to breastfeed. Okay, so let's get into bath time essentials. I freaking love bath time. I don't know why. I just think it's the sweetest, cutest thing. I love doing it every day with my son. And what we have found really, really helpful for as far as a bathtub has been this Angel Care bathtub, and it has been really helpful. It has this kind of mesh sling, and this part has been helpful to keep them more upright. So obviously as a newborn, they can't be like submerged in water or in the tub. So this has been great for sponge baths when he was really little, when we were waiting for like the umbilical stump to fall out. And then this has just been good for him now at 6 weeks to kind of just do more like water over the head, over the sink type thing. This fits on a lot of different sinks or over a lot of different sinks, and then eventually you can put it in the tub, which is really handy. Easy to clean. There's no fabric involved with it. A lot of the tubs that I was looking for or looking at had a fabric component or like a material component to it, and it just screamed mold to me. So this has been really easy to just like Clorox wipe down. So really, really awesome. It's lightweight, it's easy to maneuver, and then it also is a really nice incline for your little one, so they're not super flat, but they're not upright where they're gonna kind of fall forward. So they really got this one right. So really like it, and it's a really good price point as well. Along with that, you are gonna need a washcloth, and I really like this brand from Amazon. I'll obviously put it below, but it is a bamboo, again, material, and I really like a couple of things. The material, for one, it's a little softer than the terry cloth, and I really just like the size of it. So this is helpful if they're really little and you kind of almost need to put it over them to kind of keep them warm or just keep them feeling a little bit more secure. And then when they're older, you can like kind of scrub them really nicely. And then I like that it has this little loop to hang dry. So really like this particular washcloth by Hip Hop Panda. So again, I'll link that below. And then you're gonna need some type of soap to bathe them with. I really like the Honest shampoo plus body wash, the Truly Calming, the lavender scent. So really clean ingredients. I love the bottle. It's not too big, and I like the pump feature. And then it is a really nice sud, but it's not too sudsy. So I just really like this particular brand of soap. So this one is really great. When you're doing bath time is you're gonna wanna get some type of thermometer. So their bath water should be around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So I really like this little ducky by Family Doc. You just put it in the water and it has the temperature. It just shows the temperature. It'll be blue if it's cold, or if it's too hot, it'll go red, and you just kind of hit it to turn it on, and then it turns off after a couple of minutes. So this has just been really, really helpful, and it's just really cute. And then you're gonna need a towel to dry them off. I really like the ones with these little hoods for their head. So this is an awesome towel because of a couple of things. The hood fits their head when they're little. A lot of the other towels that I had, or like the robes, had this huge hood. But so this is just perfect. Like it just fits their head like it should. And then it dries them really well. So it's just a really nice terry cloth towel. And so this one came in a pack of, I believe 2 or 3, so in this really cute yellow, and then they have a really cute white one as well. And last for the bath time is something that I am truly obsessed with. saw it on TikTok, is the Tubby Todd Bath Company All Over Ointment. This stuff, guys, is magic. I highly recommend grabbing this, because if your baby is like mine and had a hard time with like kind of regulating the bumps, the scratches, the little bit of baby acne, some flaky skin, starting to get flaky scalp, we started putting this a light layer, because I just showed you, but it is pretty thick. This has just been awesome. I've seen a big difference in his skin texture, and it just looks really healthy and plump and juicy, just like they should, because for a while he was getting a lot of like, almost like I said, in Texas, poor baby was born on this really bipolar month. So it was really hot and then really cold, and I felt like he was getting a lot of like almost heat rash on his forehead, and then he was getting some baby acne on his cheeks, all normal. But and then I noticed he was starting to kind of get flaky and dry. So we just put this Tubby Todd on him, and literally like within a couple of days have seen a night and day of a difference. This is also awesome, just all over, that's, you know, all over ointment. So a light layer. This is not cheap, but this is going to last you a long time because it is so thick. I've put it on my feet, on my heels, on my elbows, just when I'm starting to feel really dry. And this, I don't know what's in here, but it locks in the moisture. It doesn't leave you greasy. It doesn't leave my son greasy. He has not broken out further from it. So just a really gentle, nice ointment that I highly recommend. Okay, so the next kind of category you're gonna wanna get some essentials in is diaper changes. So I highly recommend the Skip Hop diaper changing pad. And I'll put a picture right here. It is that nice like silicone plastic material that is heavy and super easy to clean. So that is on top of his dresser. So I'll try and get a picture also. And it is awesome. So like I said, really easy to clean. They're gonna have blowout. They're gonna pee on it. So you just take a Clorox wipe when he's off of it and then just really clean it up, as opposed to the more of the fabric mattress-like diaper changing pads. So this one has been really great. Again, that one I popped onto my baby registry, and some people went in on it and purchased it for me, and it has been so awesome. And then it also comes with a little mobile, so to keep them kind of entertained while you're doing diaper changes. You're gonna want to get more of a portable changing pad. I really like this brand. This is by Skip Hop, and it's just unfolds, pretty standard, unfolds here. This we keep downstairs, so we are a 2-level house. And when he was little, he was kind of little, he's 6 weeks, but when he was like a week old, he would be downstairs a lot with us. And so instead of going upstairs to change him, we would just kind of keep this on an area and then have all of his stuff down there in addition to upstairs. So highly recommend this one. It has a little foamy part for his head. Nice plastic material, so it's really easy to clean. And then if you need to kind of like take it somewhere, it's really easy to fold up and generally pretty small. I do have smaller ones, but this one is just really nice. So along with the upstairs downstairs part of having a newborn, we had a diaper caddy that we keep downstairs in a rolling cart. So I really like this particular one. It's a nice material, it folds up and it holds a bunch of stuff. So you can see we have this stuffed. So I'm gonna go through it, but I will definitely link this actual diaper caddy. So when he was a lot smaller, we were still getting used to changing his diaper and doing the duck and cover thing, and we were always getting peed on. So I grabbed these from Amazon. They're ridiculous, guys, but they're so cute. They're little covers for your pee, and they're in this little turtle thing, and they're disposable, and they're a little lined. They're not crazy absorbent, but they just kind of block it from like that shooting stream. So highly recommend these little turtle pee covers. Diapers, I don't want to put, obviously diapers are an essential, but I think that's going to be dependent on like your preference. So I'm not going to kind of go into the ones that I like, and I found that I actually like quite a bit. Haven't found like an absolute favorite quite yet. Okay, so I did not think I would use this, but I use this almost daily now that he's a little bit older and getting like a little bit more big boy boogers. is the Frida nose picker. It comes in a case like this. Oh my God. And then it is just this like little instrument or tool. It has a little hook to kind of scoop up in the nose, get up in there. And then this one is just a kind of a different one if you need it. Then it has a nail scraper for under the nails. And then it has another one also. This has just been so handy. I love anything from Frida, obsessed with the brand. But yeah, use it. It's very easy to clean, and then he does not mind me getting up in there, so it's really comfortable for him. And they just got it right. So really recommend this little nose picker. Okay, so let's talk diaper bags. So I have to be honest, I registered for a diaper bag, a diaper backpack, but I have not used it yet. So my husband takes his backpack, which let me grab and I'll show you. So we haven't really like ventured out to too many places quite yet, except for like the doctor's appointments and little appointments here and there. And my husband will take his diaper bag. And so he wanted me to tell you that he really likes this diaper bag. So it's this one. Again, I'll link everything. There is so many features in this diaper bag. It's really popular on Amazon. I'm sure y'all have seen it. It's the one where you unzip it in the back and it's a whole changing pad. It extends. I'll just show a picture because I don't want to get out of frame. But yeah, this one has been really, really great. It extends, like I said, to like this opening part where you can change your baby, and it almost has like these walls so they're not going to roll out of it. Lots of different features, great pockets, easy to clean inside. Oh, let me show you this one part. It does have a bottle pocket for bottles, but it also is insulated. You can see that kind of like insulated silver material. So super handy, like if you don't know how long you're gonna be out and you just want to prepare and pack some bottles and keep them nice and cold. We have an ice pack that we throw in here, and then the insulated part really helps keep everything cold. So I have been loving that, but I have not used mine yet, so I can't tell you which one I recommend. But I will tell you something I really have been using more than a big old backpack, and that is a diaper clutch. So here is my diaper clutch, and it is super cute, if I do say so myself. It's by the company 12 Little. I have partnered with them over on my TikTok, so make sure you go check that out if you want to see more like in-depth details as to how I use it. But it's super cute, and it fits everything I need to go to run an errand, go to grandma's house, do a doctor's appointment, go to the grocery store. For now, I understand he's little now, and he probably, when he gets older, I'm gonna need like a big old backpack. But for now, it has been really, really perfect for me. And I really like it. So I'll open it up and show you kind of the situation. Okay, so first off, it has this cute little attachment for your keys, a passy. I put a pacifier in there. I've seen people put their AirPods in there, a hand sanitizer, anything you want. And then it opens up really nicely. All the way it opens. So if you're like, oh, we had a blowout, we need to like open it up and sit down and like have it on a flat surface, it does that. So you can see it houses a bunch of stuff. So this is its little wipe dispenser. It has a little loop for a bottle. It has a changing pad included, and then you put your diapers in here. And then it also comes with another little attachment bag that you can put miscellaneous stuff, hand sanitizer, your creams, butt paste, all of that stuff. And yeah, so far that's what I've been grabbing as opposed to a bigger backpack. And then in the back here is for your wallet and your cell phone, kind of like more your stuff. Great quality. It's a nice vegan leather, easy to kind of wipe down and clean. The strap I really like is nice and thick and kind of trendy. So I really like it. So far has been really handy for just kind of like what I need. Okay, so let's get into the sleep portion of your newborn essentials, and we'll start off with swaddles. Swaddles are something that you really want to have with a newborn because you want to keep their startle reflex or that Moro reflex at bay. And what that is it is a typical and expected reflex for them to startle often in their sleep and move their hands and jolt and make really funky movements. That's all a part of your newborn reflexes. I have a newborn reflex cheat sheet on my website for free if you want to download the 7 newborn reflexes guide, and you can just kind of keep an eye on what your baby is doing. So I had a lot of y'all being like, he's funky and does this and that and this, and I'm like, that's part of a newborn reflex, so totally normal. So the swaddles is what keeps that at bay when they're sleeping, so they don't wake themselves up every time they have one of those kind of jolty reactions. So like I said, swaddles are a must. I really like this one for when they're newborn. It's the Swaddle Me Swaddle. I got these at Walmart, but they are on Amazon. And what is nice about this is it is an easy zip. So you just pop them in here. This looks so small. I can't believe he was this little. So it's a 2-way zipper again. It's a stretchy material, but the point of a swaddle is to keep them nice and snug. So it mimics how they're feeling when they're in the womb. So it's a very familiar, tight, snug feeling. So the fabric is stretchy enough, but also snug. So I really like this just because it's really easy. You just zip them in it. Pop them in, zip them up, and you're done. For when he was starting to get a little bit bigger, I wanted to really kind of control his arms. He is a very active sleeper where he's trying to break out. He was literally trying to when he was in here, you could see like his elbows doing this, and I'm like, okay, I think I need more like of a Velcro strap. So I switched over to the Happiest Baby Sweet Pea swaddle, and I really like this. This is far more expensive than this zipper one, but really worth it, and they grow into it nice also. So this again is a 2-way zipper. So it unzips like this. So it's a 5-way kind of swaddle. So you unzip it, and then you Velcro the arms down, Velcro here, and then you Velcro kind of that crotch up, and then you zip them up, and that's the swaddle. So it's all cotton, really breathable. My kiddo really likes it, and it has a lot of room to grow into. They have small, medium, large, I think extra large, and it's kind of by weight. So he's right now between the small and medium, but he definitely fits in the small, but also does really great in the medium. So you could kind of get away with picking one, and they can grow into it nicely. So I really like this because you can control how much Velcro you need to really secure them and pin down their arms. So love this swaddle. Another part of the sleep portion of your newborn essentials is you're gonna want some kind of lounger. So I'm gonna put a picture of the one I have, and I really like it. So with loungers, I think they have a little bit of a poor stigma right now because they're getting recalled for a lot of different things. You want a lounger for them to lounge in and do very supervised sleeps or supervised naps in. So when he was little, we would have the lounger and we would put him on the ottoman literally in front of us, like where we would put our feet up and where we were watching TV, or on the sofa or on the bed, with every, just being very safe. So that was something where you could kind of put him down. He's not rolling yet. He's barely moving his head. The head control was like really poor still. So I felt really safe having him in this kind of lounger. And it was really handy, very soft, really easy to clean, and the surrounding part was a nice level of snugness. But for me, there's other ones on the market that are almost too snug, like they're too confined, so this one gave him a little bit of wiggle room, which was really nice. He has already started like jolting his legs over to kind of do like a pre-rolling moment, so we are no longer using the lounger because it's freaking me out. I'm thinking he's gonna roll out of it. But for, you know, he's 6 weeks, so we probably stopped maybe 2 weeks ago putting him in there. It has been really nice, and that, I think you could get a lot of bang for your buck with that. Another one that is an essential is somewhere that he's going to sleep. So we got a bedside bassinet. I will put a picture here, and I really like it. I mean, it was really great for what it is. It's a big bassinet, so they have plenty of room to grow into that and kind of roll and not get stuck on the wall type thing. So I really like the size of it. I also like that you can stick it under your bed. The feet kind of slide under the bed, and then it has that cutout part where the bassinet is flush to the bed, so you can kind of do, if you're breastfeeding, if you've had a C-section, this is really great. So you don't have to go up and into it. You can just kind of slide him out of it, if that makes sense. So it's really handy in that regard. Very sturdy, very heavy, easy to assemble. Per my husband, I did not assemble it. And really breathable. The one thing I will say about this particular brand of a bassinet, you have to get specific sheets for this shape of bassinet, which is really no big deal, but it's not like a universal sheet situation. So aside from that, highly recommend. Another thing for sleep you're going to want to grab is definitely some white noise machines. And I say that plural because you are going to want one for like the stroller, the bassinet, grandma's house, and I just can't get enough of all of these little portable ones. My favorite one is this one by Skip Hop. It's this little owl, battery operated, really easy. Turn it on, adjust volumes, and then you can switch the actual noise. But my kiddo just likes the classic white noise. So these are really great. I'm gonna link a couple that I like. We got a lot in our baby registry. I think we got like 4 portable ones, and they're everywhere. And they are super handy. The loop is really handy to put on top of your stroller or connect onto your diaper bag, the car seat, etc. And then of course, I really do like the Hatch sound machine. I'll put a picture right here as well. That has been handy for his bedtime routine. You can schedule and program and, you know, get very techie with how you want to use it. I like the light feature, the night light feature, and then I like all of the different sounds that the Hatch machine offers. I really like this particular ocean sound, and so does my little guy. So highly recommend those, portable and then more of a substantial one like the Hatch. Another essential for your newborn's sleep routine is going to be a baby monitor. I love my Miku Pro Smart Baby Monitor. It has been awesome with our little one. It tracks just about everything. So real-time breathing and sleep tracking, plays lullabies. It has a 2-way talk feature. It has the video feature. It tells you when they're awake and asleep, and so much more. So I'm excited to share that Miku Pro is giving away one of their monitors to a lucky winner of watching this video. Let's talk about how to enter. So all you have to do to win the Miku Pro Smart Baby Monitor is like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then in the comments below, drop your Instagram username so we can contact you if you win. Okay guys, that wraps up our newborn essentials. I hope this helped and gave you some insight as to what you're gonna need for your little one who's arriving sometime soon. So I will have in the description box down below the guide that you can download for free on my website. This will have everything I talked about linked through Amazon, so you can just click and either add it to your registry or buy it as needed. Don't forget to share this video with an expecting mama, and thank you to Miku Pro for partnering up with me for this giveaway. That's it for me guys. Thank you so much for watching. I want to remind you that we are doing a free month of my Baby PT VIPs membership program. All of the information to get access to that will be linked down below. We would love to have you. Until next time, I will catch y'all later. Bye guys.